everyone, my name is E.J. Bassette, and I'm your host of In the Kitchen. We have a very special guest today, and I know her personally. She's my wife, Donna. Say hello to everyone, Donna.
Hello.
And Donna is coming today because she has a new book out, and her book is called The Dawson Twins by Way of Egypt. And so, first of all, it's a pleasure introducing you today, and it's a pleasure working with you on the show today. So what are your long-term aspirations with your book and you as an author? How does that play into your life?
Well, first with the book, I'd like it to go to as many children as possible.
Okay.
I really want to get this book into the hands of millions of children, because I think that it's good for children to understand ancient civilizations, because if you understand the past, you can predict the future, and it can help you with the future. And so I think that would be excellent, not just for African American children, but for all children to know about other civilizations and what they overcame and things of that nature. So first of all, like I said, I want this book to get into the hands of as many children as possible, because there's a lot of life lessons in there as well. Secondly, I would like to continue with a series. So this was always meant to be a series. I did not want it to stop at Egypt. So I'll start looking at other civilizations and try to bring that to life, just as with this one. Perhaps the Congo, I'm kind of toying around with that. And maybe the Nubian nation or something like that. So that might be my next venture with it. And then at some point, I would really like it to become a movie. I think younger children could enjoy it if it were a movie and come to the big screen. So
that sounds exciting. You're talking about other books, even a movie. And I wanted to share that we come from a writing family. As you know, I've encouraged you to write because I've written a couple of books. And so you'll go on to write many other books. Do you have any other passions for anything around the book that will take place? I know you've talked about working with young people in general. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I have a passion for young people. And particularly young people's education and their fitness. And as you know, I love health and fitness. I've always been an active child. I was on the track team. I would dance. I did African dance. I did tap dance as a youngster. I jumped double dutch or jump rope, whatever you want to call it, day and night. And so I raced people, and so I was always active. And I think that many of our children these days have lost that. More of our boys are starting to look at the video games and play the video games and look at TV, and they don't want to be as active. And some of the statistics are saying that children today, this will be like the first generation where their life expectancy will be shorter than their parents. And so that's heartbreaking to me. And so my passion is fitness as well. So I do track, I do triathlons, I love to bike, I still love to dance. And so one of the things that I really want to do is at some point have an organization where I reach out to children to get them fit. Teach them about nutrition, not diet, because that sounds like you're starving yourself or you're doing something bad, but nutrition, and have kids and adults think of nutrition as fuel for their body. If you've got a new Mercedes, you're not going to put bad gas in it. You're going to give it the best stuff, right? So your body is your Mercedes. And so I want children to know that they should put the best stuff in their bodies, and they should take care of themselves, because you only have one body.
So this is an important lesson for kids, but it's also an important lesson for parents. What do you want parents to walk away with? What's the urgency for parents to actually talk to their children about reading, about doing the things in life? Because a child is going to do what they can do, but you being a parent of 3, what discipline do the parents, and what part do the parents have to play in this overall picture of getting kids better health, reading more, getting them involved in what, expanding their minds? What do the parents have to play? Which, if you want to send a message to them, what would you want them to know?
Well, as adults, we are the first teachers our children get, right? And so we have to set an example, and many of us don't always eat right. We're not always reading books. We're not always doing that which we want our children to do. And it's not necessarily what you say you want your children to do. They're looking at you, right? So it's what you do. And you need to also support your children. So if you don't know what healthy food is, take the time to research it, because we don't want to be killing ourselves and killing our children, right? No parent wants that. But inadvertently, we do that because we don't give them the vegetables that they need, and then and consequently we don't eat enough vegetables and raw foods, and then next thing you know, there's colon cancer or other kinds of diseases that run in families that begin to show itself, like diabetes, etc. And we're just kind of perpetuating that. So if you want to stop that, as parents, you want to learn yourself and start researching what should I eat, what's truly a balanced diet. And there's experts out there, there's books out there. Educate yourself, and then read as a family. There's groups of parents and aunts and uncles that I know where they'll read a chapter and then they'll let their child read a chapter, or they'll read a page and then they'll let the kid read a page, and then they'll talk about it. And so the parents and children need to talk, because again, when they're young, that's trained up a child the way he should go, and when he's old, he won't depart. That's not to say that they won't stray, but they'll come back to what they know. So if you teach them while they're young, let them appreciate it while they're young, they will come back to it.